All right, technical difficulties. Sorry about that. We are finally live here at Farmington Ice Arena. 0-0 on the scoreboard. 8:51 left in the first. MHA on the power play. Carried ahead by West Michigan, MHA, Bedford. Across the blue line. Carries it in, centers a pass. Walker centers it for Potter. Loose in front. And cleared out by the Flyers. 10 seconds left in the power play for MHA. Bedford behind his own goal. Into the corner with it. Long range pass on the tape. Pass in front. Nice save by the goaltender. Apologies for technical difficulties, thanks to those who let us know here in the rink. Two penalties so far on the Flyers. Played far side, Flyers, backhand up and out of play. Flyers wrap it around near side. At the half wall, Moore at the point. Loses an edge. Flyers carried ahead, but picked off by Rowland.
Headshot.
Potter, far side. Hohendorf from the point. Off a shin guard, carried out by the Flyers. Rowland on the back check. Centering pass knocked down by Hohendorf. Loose puck in front. Rowland plays into the wall for Potter. Flyers can't get the shot off. Potter in the pocket. Pass to the point. Off Moore's skate. Rebound save by Schlegel. In net today for MHA. Carter Schlegel. Traverse City Central goaltender. Big hit by Hohendorf. Rowland over from Moore. Moore carries it ahead. Red line. Across the blue line. Dumps it in on net. Locked down by the goaltender. Sent back into neutral zone. Moore from the blue line. Plays it deep. Flyers pick up the loose puck. MHA with some fresh legs. Petty loosens it up for Mitchell. A shot over the net. Near side. Massimino at the point. Tried to play it deep, but picked off by the Flyers. Puck loose into the MHA zone. Played into the wall by Johnston. Johnston behind his own net. Alex Johnson gets it to Massimino. Over Mitchell's stick. Played by the point, but cleared out by Mitchell. Played ahead. Pass into the middle, picked off by the Flyers. Cross ice pass connects. Foskett there, takes the man, now loosened up for, and a penalty now on MHA. As looks like Foskett's going to go for interference. Mitchell, Johnston, Walker, and Bedford, the penalty killers. Looks like we're doing minute and a half penalties. Plymouth has it on the power play. Shot saved by Schlegel. Clear out attempt, gets out of the zone. Plymouth though with possession at the wall, tied up, taken by Petty. Petty brings it into the wall after it's Johnston. Now Bedford puts it through the air and into the rafters for the whistle. These two teams faced off 2 weeks ago in Bay City, skated to a 3-3 tie. Face-off won by MHA, and they dump it deep on the penalty kill. Flyers with possession behind their goal. Pass to the near side. Into the MHA zone, but Walker there to contest and clears. Pass goes long. Petty's there, dumps it in off the skate, and we have a soccer ball on the rink. Looks like the ref's going to let play go. He'll clear the soccer ball. MHA with possession in their own zone. Now a dump caught by a Flyer at mid-ice. He'll retreat. Pass back far side off a skate. Dumped in by the Flyers. More after it on defense for MHA. He stops behind his goaltender. Now fires it deep. Plymouth on the breakout. Pass through the middle. Off his skate. Into the feet. At the center. Now played by Levitsky. Levitsky back in his own zone. Now a pass near side. Tipped by Swader. And played in deep. Hohendorf behind the net. Hannibal tried to center a pass, but chipped out by the Flyers. Moore got a stick on it. Played ahead by Swader to Hannibal. Hannibal around the defender. Backhand into the goaltender is saved. And held. Rolling on the draw. Pass back to the point. Foskett over for Massimino. Massimino at the wall for Potter. Chipped by the Flyers. Pass off a stick. Clear to the wall. Potter. Played deep. Icing's waved off. Flyers wrap it around far side half wall. Rolls there. Holds it at the wall. Now it comes loose. Foskett tries to hold it in, and that goes out of play for a whistle. 3:48 left in the first. 0 is our score. Oops. Face-off played by Potter. Now dumped in deep. That's Brink out there, number 19. He's out with Rowland and Potter. Walker and Bedford on defense. Puck held up far side half wall. Bedford, couldn't get a pass over to Rowland. Picked off by the Flyers, but there's Brink. Holds it in. Now the Flyers bang it back out. Touched by Bedford. Delayed offsides as MHA clears the zone. Flyers with possession. They'll make a pass far side. Bedford sweeps at it. Potter moves it over for Rowland. Rowland back to Potter. Potter to Rowland. Now he'll skate it in the zone. Rolling from the wall, a shot, save, rebound goes wide and sent length of the ice by the Flyers for an icing call. Moore, Hohendorf on defense. Petty, Johnston, and Mitchell, your forwards. Just under 3 minutes. Face-off sent into the corner. Flyers there. Mitchell though takes it away, ties it up in to help Johnston. Tied up in the feet. Flyers kick it into the corner. They're there first. But there's Petty. Flyers send it D to D, far side half wall. Mitchell gets it to Petty in the corner. Petty, centering pass shot by Johnston just wide. Petty gets the puck, sends a pass back to Moore at the point off his stick. Hohendorf holds it in. Bouncing puck goes in the zone. Flyers take possession. Taken away by Johnston. Johnston to Mitchell. Mitchell with a shot over the net, all the way around the far side wall. Hohendorf can't hold it in. Comes out to neutral. Hohendorf's there though and puts it in the zone, but knocked down and cleared to neutral. Big hit at center ice, and now sent into the MHA zone. Hohendorf tried to get a pass off, absorbs the hit, and Flyers take it away into the back wall. Big collision there. Puck taken by Levitsky, clears the zone. Flyers get possession, dump it in deep. Moore, the defender, behind his own goal. Carries out, now sends a pass over for Hohendorf. Hohendorf off the wall, looking for Hannibal. Picked off by the Flyers, and a whistle just off sides are the Flyers with 1:33 left in the first. Levitsky, Hannibal, Swader up top, Massimino and Foskett, your defenders. Carter Schlegel in net today for MHA. Face off one by MHA. Massimino pass, knocked down by the Flyers, dumped in, sent behind the net. Massimino's there, finds Foskett, jumped his stick into the corner. Good edges, creates some space behind the net. Foskett near side. He's got space to move it out. Nice move around the forward. Now dumped in deep by Levitsky. Hannibal pressures, but Plymouth there on the near side. Long range pass knocked down by Massimino, and he'll dump it in. Delayed offsides. Picked off by Massimino. Loose puck goes long. Good job by the D. Now pass in the middle, goes loose. Hannibal picks it up. Delayed offsides, and we'll get a whistle. Competitive first period. Hard play, lots of physical play. Off the ice goes Petty for MHA, headed to the locker room. Face off, won by the Flyers. Dump in, goes by Bedford. Flyers try to center a pass one-timer. Good job on the stick lift by Walker. Flyers with possession at the red line. They'll put a backhand flutter deep. Bedford there. Bedford from behind the net. The pass went off the back of the goal. Flyers shoot and they score. Nice shot by the Flyers there. Loose puck comes out to the side of the goal. And they went blocker side, top shelf, for the 1-0 lead. Face off to MHA. Bedford. Pass for Potter. Played by the Flyers. That one up and out of play for the whistle with just under 10 seconds left in the period. On the draw, rolling. Potter and roughing call on MHA here, right off the face-off. What a douche. Played ahead by MHA. Puck up in the air, 1 second left in the period. So first period in the books. A late goal by Plymouth gives them the lead 1-0. We'll be back in about a minute on the penalty kill. All right, players back on the ice. MHA now moving right to left on the penalty kill. Walker out with break. Bedford and Potter also out on the penalty kill. Quick whistle off the draw. Plymouth with the puck, deep shot, save by Schlegel. Face off, played by the Flyers. Pass back to the point. Far side, sets it up on the face-off dot, pass near side point, now down low near side wall. Back to the point man, back to the near side, looking for a shooting lane, now down into the corner, back to the wall. Flyers, pass far side point man, rips a shot, glove by Schlegel for the save. Moore, Mitchell, Johnston, and Hohendorf come out. Face off, won by the Flyers, near side point, can't get a shot off down low. Picked off by Johnston, cleared, now he sends it length of the ice. Bryce Mitchell chases after it. Goalie comes out to play it, sends it in the far corner. Mitchell pressures, but Plymouth comes out with it. Pass connects at the blue line. Red line, blue line now deep. Wrapped around the net for Hohendorf. Hohendorf ties it up in the feet. Johnston to help. Moore slides out with it. Moore tried to clear, it'll be held in. Sent to the middle, Hohendorf. Good dive to block it. Held in the zone though. Johnston now clears it through the air. Glove down by the Flyers. MHA back with their fifth skater. Tip pass goes deep. Evan Moore after it. Into the wall he goes. And a penalty whistle on the Flyers. Flyers with possession off the faceoff. They dump it deep. Power play for MHA. Schlegel comes out to play it. Plays it hard around the wall near side for Mitchell. Mitchell carries it ahead. Mitchell, red line, blue line. Bryce Mitchell down low with it. Pressure in his pocket. Keeps possession. Mitchell moves it over for Foskett. Foskett back to Mitchell. Mitchell skates it down low. Through some defenders. Loosens it up. Johnston now. He gets put in the wall. Petty's there to help. Sends a pass back to the point. Massimino over for Foskett. Foskett with a shot. Blocked before it got to the goaltender. Massimino with a rebound. Shot flutters off a player. And the Flyers dump it deep. Massimino. Long range pass. Played by the Flyers and dumped back deep. After it, Massimino around Schlegel. Pressure in his pocket. In to help Hannibal. Moves it over for Foskett. Foskett crosses the red line. Foskett down low. Goes loose to Slater. Mikey Slater. And cleared by the Flyers. Slater with it. Neutral zone pass over for Walker. Walker carries it in around the defender. Deep. Walker gets possession behind the goal. Walker in the corner. Moves the pass back to Slater. Slater takes a hit at the blue line. Easy, easy, easy. Slash call on Plymouth. So MHA back on the power play. Let's see if they can capitalize here. Getting tense here in the rink. Getting some fan warnings from the referees. Unnecessary. Screaming from the Plymouth crowd. Pass back to Bedford at the point position. Shot knocked down and carried out into the MHA zone. Schlegel moves it to Walker. Walker, pass on the near side. Picked off by the Flyers, dumped back in deep, just past Bedford, and behind the net. Bedford on the loose puck, sends a pass to the middle. Played by the Flyers, and dumped in deep. Schlegel settles it, Bedford carries it, moves it to the winger. Long range pass picked off by the Flyers, off the wall. Mikey Slater battles after it, pushes it ahead through mid-ice. Good move around the defender. Slater with a shot off the post. And held up at the wall. We get a whistle for a cross check. Walker's going to go for MHA. Four on four for 35 seconds. Face off MHA. Hohendorf over for Moore. Far side corner. Pass to Brink. Brink off the wall for Potter. Icing's waved off. Potter with it at the end line. Potter in the corner. Held up by the Flyers defense. Puck loose to Hohendorf. Tried to get a shot. Goes towards the goalie, but the defender able to pull it out. Long range pass. Played by the Flyers and offside whistle. Face off won by the Flyers. Dumped in deep. Evan Moore after it behind his own goal. Moore tried to move it up the wall. Centering pass over the net it goes. Flyers back with their fifth skater on the power play. Flyers trying to set something up. Point man back to the far side wall. Flyers shot off the skate and into the near side wall. Into the corner, Moore's there. Turns, sends it clearing the zone, but the Flyers defender knocked it down for neutral zone, regroup. Sent back near side and dumped in deep. Evan Moore's there again. Moore, long range pass on the tape for Roland. Roland down low, a shot saved by the goaltender, and that'll be held for the whistle. Every whistle, the opposing crowd. Rolling on the draw, 5-on-4. Power play for Plymouth. Face-off goes into the far corner. Plymouth there first behind their net. Pass near side, connects. Flyers pressured by Roland. Loose puck goes far side, Slater pressures. Flyers send it deep, icing waved off after it's Foskett. MHA with their fifth skater back on the ice, back at even strength. Flyers with possession, pass bobbled and cleared by MHA. Bryce Mitchell carries it ahead, red line. Stops neutral zone, tried to feed a pass, taken away, 2-on-1. Good play there by Massimino, drives the play into the wall. Taken by Roland. Roland with possession, up the wall for Mitchell. Mitchell's got it. Mitchell in the skates, tried to find Slater, loose puck. Mitchell's got it, backhand, saved by the goalie. Johnston sends it deep. Mitchell after it, far corner. Put into the wall. Plymouth able to move it to the near side. Sent deep. Bedford knocked it down. Goes loose into the feet of Petty. Petty gets around one. Now sends a pass over for Mitchell. Mitchell from the face-off circle. A shot. Saved by the goaltender. Mitchell near side wall. Centers it for Johnston. A one-timer goes wide. Flyers able to clear it mid-ice. Played off the wall as MHA whistled for offsides. Caught Mitchell on a change in the zone. So 8:06 left in the second. Slater, Hannibal. Levitsky up top, Moore and Hohendorf on defense. Flyers send it through neutral zone. Hohendorf had it pulled away. Moore got a stick on it, can't clear. Point man shot goes wide. Loose in the corner, Flyers there. Hannibal with a good hit. Moore loosens it up. Taken by the Flyers into the far corner. Up this half wall, now cycle pass, now dump behind the net. Moore after it, loosens it up for Slater. Mikey Slater. Pass on the far side wall on the breakout. Now long range for Hohendorf. The defender shot off a shin guard. Far side corner, comes out to the wall. MHA had it poked off the stick. Point man able to put a shot that gets deflected up into the rafters. Roland, Potter, and Brink up top. Foskett and Massimino on defense. Pass back to Massimino, shot off a stick in the air. Potter Behind the net, he gets put in the wall. Plymouth able to make a breakout near side. Now pass to the middle, off the stick, and played by Massimino. Pass for Brink, deflected at the red line, icing's waved off. Down deep, Potter. Potter's pass in the middle. A shot, save, loose in front. Potter gets the loose puck, sends it back to Foskett. Foskett, nice move. Foskett with a shot and gloved for the whistle. Potter stays out with Rowland and Brink. Foskett and Massimino on defense. Face-off taken by the Flyers. Massimino with a stick on it, pushes it into the wall. Flyers get it back, bring in front, a forehand shot, and save by Schlegel. MHA with some fresh legs. Johnston, Petty, Mitchell up top. Bedford and Walker on defense. Face-off won by MHA. Bedford behind his own net. Taking off the puck, but Walker's there. Moves around the wall, far side. Mitchell, pass through the middle, picked up by Bedford. Bedford crosses the red line, blue line. Avoids the hit. Johnston pushes it into the corner. Puck around the net. Plymouth sends it back to the near corner. Petty there. Petty double team, but Mitchell takes the loose puck. Mitchell centers it for Johnston. Puck went through the air. Petty trying to maneuver his way. Nice job at the blue line. Over for Walker. Shot and saved by the Plymouth goaltender. Walker's got the loose puck behind the net. Tried to center it for Mitchell loose and cleared out by the defense, but held in the zone. Trying to find it in the feet. Walker's got it. Walker in the feet, and now tried to clear it by the Flyers. And Johnston couldn't hold it in. Flyers now send it through the air. Icing is waved off. Bedford will have to play it. Bedford behind his own goal. Pressure in the pocket by the Flyers. Puck is covered by Schlegel for the whistle. Just over 5 minutes left in the second. Plymouth with a 1-0 lead. Levitsky, Hannibal, and Slater up top. Moore on defense with Hohendorf. Puck goes into the goalie, but Moore pulls it out. Sends a pass to the wall. Now a cross-ice pass just off the stick of Slater. Loose puck for Hohendorf. Cycles it back to Moore. Moore, ooh, long range, and just missed for the tip in the zone for the icing call. Hannibal ties it up. Hohendorf sweeps it in the wall. Jack Hohendorf. Plymouth. Centers a pass, saved by Schlegel, point blank. Nice save. MHA able to clear it. Plymouth dumps it in, but off the rafters. And we'll get a neutral zone draw. Beautiful save by Schlegel. Hannibal on the face-off for MHA. Face-off back to Moore. Moore feeds it to the far wall. Pass near side off the skate. Hohendorf tries to dump it in. Plymouth, though, sends a long-range pass behind, and Moore is going to have some room to play it in his own zone. Long range pass off the wall for Schlegel, or for Slater. Slater keeps possession through neutral. Nice move around one. Nice move around two. Puck goes into the corner. Plymouth there sends a pass picked off. MHA and off the side of the net. Knocked the water bottle off. Cut that one in. Hannibal onside. Hannibal down low. Hannibal's roughed up and the penalty arm is up. And Plymouth goes to the box for an MHA power play. Roland, Potter, and Brink up top, Foskett and Massimino on defense. Power play time for MHA. Potter and Roland trying to dig it out of the wall. Sent in the corner. Plymouth clears. Schlegel settles, puts it in the near side. Foskett wrestles it away, now accelerates ahead, gets by one. Foskett, blue line. Foskett down low, a shot, kick save. And cleared length of the ice by the Flyers. Massimino, pass through the middle, on the tape for Brink. Brink drags it into the corner. Potter there to help. Cleared into the middle. Shot by Roland, a kick save. Goes to the far wall. Bedford holds it there. In to help is Potter. Gets it to Bedford. Bedford tried to move it over. Goes into neutral zone. Roland near side on the tape for Brink. Brink feeds a pass to Potter. Taken by the Flyers. They can't ice it. Pass back to Brink. Brink winds up on the glove of the goaltender and sent into the corner. Potter loses an edge, gives the Flyers some space. With 7 seconds left in the penalty kill, they send it length of the ice. Schlegel settles it. Bedford from behind his own goal. Bedford's pass off escape, but he gets it right back. Bedford off the wall for Petty or Johnston. Flyers get a backhanded, send it into the MHA zone. And a penalty on MHA. Bedford's going to go for the interference. Moore, Hohendorf on defense, Johnston and Mitchell up top. Face off sent behind the net. Moore's there, leaves it for Hohendorf. Hohendorf pushed in the corner. He's double teamed. Hohendorf keeps it in the skates. Now Johnston settles it down and sends it to neutral zone. Batted down by the defender. Mitchell races after it. Bouncing puck corralled by the Flyers. Into the zone it goes. Hohendorf clears. Off a skate into neutral zone. Flyers with possession. So they take it wide. And the dump in goes out of play. Just snuck in the open glass or open bench area. Petty and Roland up top, Moore and Hohendorf on defense. Faceoff goes towards Plymouth. Plymouth drives it on the far side wall. Moore pressures there. In to help Petty. In the feet, Moore ties the man up. Petty there as well. Petty digs it out and sends it deep. Flyers, goaltender sends it to neutral zone. Pass near side. Now carried in by the Flyers. Little drop pass. Now back to the wall. Down low with it. Centering pass knocked down. And Rowland's able to clear the puck. Flyers come out with it. On the power play. 10 seconds left. Pass at the wall. Now carried in through the middle. Flyers drop pass to the point man. Down low with it. Comes to the near side. 30 seconds left. Now back to 5-on-5. Icing's waved off. MHA with their fifth skater. And that's Levitsky. Massimino from the point, shot and gloved by the goaltender for a whistle. So 13 seconds left in the second. No goals this period. Plymouth still holds the 1-0 lead. Hannibal on the draw. Sent into the corner. Swader tried to feed a pass in the middle, goes behind the net. Hannibal there. Now Levitsky. Levitsky from the corner. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that'll do it for the second period. So 1-0 is our score. Back and forth play here in the second period. Great goaltending on both sides. Schlegel with a very memorable save, point blank shot. He got over the crease and stopped it. Traverse City Central goaltender playing here on the MHA team. Next broadcast will be Friday, live from Columbus, Ohio at noon, as MHA plays their first tournament of the year. Both teams will be in Columbus. Plymouth Flyers there as well. They don't play in the round robin side of the tournament, so either a semifinal, final, or consolation. We'll see. We're ready to roll. Third and final period, Farmington Hills Ice Arena. Levitsky, Hannibal, and Mikey Swader up top. Foskett and Massimino on defense. Plymouth with the draw win. Bounce pass off the wall, played by Massimino. Pass in the middle, knocked down by the Flyers. Flyers try to rip a shot, knocked down by Massimino, and played ahead now by Levitsky. Levitsky drives it in. Levitsky a shot over the net. Bouncing near side, Mikey Swader puts it in the corner. Levitsky after it. Plymouth contests, and they dig it out. Flyers pass up the wall, disrupted nicely by Foskett, but the Flyers send a backhand pass that goes in to the MHA zone. Massimino from behind his goal, off the wall, picked off by the Flyers, and dumped back in. Massimino. Massimino moves it up the wall. Flyers send a pass in the middle. Cleared out by Foskett, knocked down by the Flyers. They'll regroup all the way into their zone. MHA with some fresh legs. Pass knocked down, bouncing, but Flyers able to dump it in deep. After it, Walker cycles it to Bedford. Bedford's pass to the middle. Can't find a teammate, and that'll go deep for an icing. Rowland, Mitchell, Brink up top. Bedford and Walker on defense. Face-off played by MHA, cleared out of the zone by Brink, played back by the Flyers and dumped into the bench off a deflection. MHA with the draw win, but Potter plays it out, played ahead by Roland. Roland's backhand pass for Brink into the corner. Brink off the back wall, takes the hit. Flyers up the wall with it. They can't clear it, it's in the feet. Dug out by MHA, in the feet. Now the Flyers come out with it. They'll skate it through the middle of the ice. Walker gives a hit. Brink. Flyers with possession. Walker with the hit, Roland with the puck, back to Walker at the wall. Walker finds a lane to skate it out. Potter there to take it. Potter's pass picked off by the Flyers. Flyers carried in, goes loose down low, a shot, so the Flyers with an early goal here in the third to extend the lead 2-0. Johnston, Mitchell, and Petty. Mitchell carries in. Mitchell puts it off the wall. Petty puts it in the corner, now behind the net. Johnston after it. Flyers wrap it hard around the wall. Moore trying to hold it in from the point position. Gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell keeps possession. Mitchell into the corner now. Circles by the net. Centers it for Petty. Cleared by the Flyers, but held in by Hohendorf. Now Petty. Up the wall, now circles back down low. Penalty arm is up. Delayed call on the Flyers. And a touch up for the penalty whistle. Let's see if they capitalize on this power play. Hannibal on the draw. Sent deep by the Flyers. After it, Foskett. Foskett over for Massimino in the skates. Foskett gets it back. Now carries it ahead. Foskett, pass over for Hannibal. Hannibal into the Plymouth zone. Nice move, a shot, and that's deflected up into the rafters. Mitchell, Johnston, and Petty back up top. Foskett and Massimino on defense. Off Petty behind the net. Petty into the corner. Trying to set something up. Pass up to Massimino at the point. Over for Foskett. Back to Foskett. Foskett winds up, a shot over the net all the way around to Massimino. Massimino's pass deflected. Flyers able to clear it. Hard after it. Flyers give chase. Massimino behind his own goal all the way up the wall. Johnston there. Johnston. Pass goes off the back leg, but gets to Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell carries ahead, across the blue line. Mitchell in deep, behind the net, on the backhand, into the corner, far side, up the wall. Stops, goes back into the corner with it. Pass to Petty, tried to Johnston. Johnston tried to feed it past in the middle, knocked down. Johnston has it from the point position. Shot in from the point is gloved by the Plymouth goaltender. 6 seconds left in the power play. Hannibal comes out with Swader and Levitsky, Walker and Bedford on defense. Face-off won by the Flyers. They'll carry it out. Fifth skater comes back on the ice. Flyers down low with it. Bedford pushes play into the corner. Ties the man up. Moves it up the wall. Pass long range for Levitsky. Levitsky drives it in. In to help Walker. Walker absorbs a hit. Plymouth separates the puck. They've got it. Pass near side connects. Pass in the middle, deflected, bouncing puck far side corner. Flyers there, they try to center it, knocked down by MHA. Bedford behind his own goal. Now circles out, Bedford still with possession. Now pass for Hannibal, just off his stick. And the Flyers send it back. Evan Moore off the bench, gets the puck immediately, goes cross ice for Walker. Walker sends a pass to Hannibal. Swader. Mikey Swader with the puck in his own end. Swader leaves it on the far side wall. Hohendorf after it. Tied up there at the wall. 2-on-1 in to help Roland. Swader digs it out from the corner. Swader curls back far side wall. Now finds a lane to skate. Swader got it to Roland. Roland ahead for Potter. Potter sends a pass through the middle just out of the reach of Swader. Swader's pass off the side of the net. Potter got a stick on it, but the Flyers are there, and now they skated ahead. Flyers skated in deep. Hohendorf gives chase. Tied up in the feet. Moore's got it. Gets it back to Hohendorf. Hohendorf's pass played back in by the Flyers. Evan Moore gives chase. Moore behind his own goal. Digs it out. Back off the back wall for Hohendorf. Hohendorf hard along the wall for Brink. Brink pass through the air, intercepted by the Flyers in neutral zone, dumped back in. Hohendorf settles it. Hohendorf curls back to the near side, off the wall for Potter. Potter back to Roland. Roland's backhand goes in on net, and he'll get a glove on it for a whistle. Johnston, Petty, Mitchell up top, Foskett, and Massimino on defense. Johnson centers a pass for Mitchell, and he scores right off the face-off. Beautiful play. Johnston took it behind the net right here, sent a backhand to Mitchell, one-timer, and just a sleight of hand, and MHA gets on the board. Johnston, Mitchell, and Petty. Foskett goes down, but wrestles after it in to help Petty. Petty off the wall. Ooh, got caught in the ref skates. Petty, though, held in the zone. Now it comes out. Carried ahead by Mitchell. Played back in by the Flyers. Flyers with possession down low, a shot, and that's saved by Schlegel. Face off, won by MHA. Foskett behind the net, tries to move it to the near side. Mitchell, pass, long range, icing arms up, but played by the Flyers defense. Off the far side wall, Flyers play it behind their own net. Johnston, big hit behind the net, Petty after it. Petty off the feet, and the Flyers able to carry it out. 2-on-1. Flyers send a pass near side, goes all the way through to the wall. Pass back to the point man, now down low. Schlegel with a stick on it, moves it to Petty. Petty's pass through the air from Mitchell, batted it down, but played by the Flyers. Flyers curl back in their own zone. Pressuring is Petty. Flyers connect a pass at neutral zone and dump it in. Finn Walker. Pass off the far wall. Played ahead by MHA. Now a break for Plymouth. Down low, a shot, save. Rebound cleared out by Bedford. Behind the net, Bedford near side. Bedford off the wall. Plymouth from the point position holds it in. Loose puck down low. In the middle with it, a shot goes wide. MHA trying to get the clear puck out of the zone. Now held in. Now it comes out for Hannibal. Hannibal double teamed. Played back by the Flyers. Hohendorf near side for Moore. Moore chips it in. After it down low. Moore at the wall. Gets it to Levitsky. Levitsky far side wall. Pass back to Hohendorf at the point. Hohendorf rips a shot. Saved by the goaltender. Rebound in front. Can't get a shot on the goal. Deflections. Plymouth able to move it down. Hohendorf with a stick on it though. Plymouth at the wall. Down low. Moore intercepts. Behind the net. Plymouth takes it away. Into the corner. Moore hard over on the wall near side. Played out of the zone. Flyers give chase. Raptor on the wall far side. Flyers picked off by Swader. Couldn't control it. And cleared by the Flyers. Plymouth dumps it cross ice. Far side corner. Foskett after it. In the feet. Foskett there. Behind his own goal. Now carries out to the middle. Foskett with a lane. He finds Swader. Swader in the far side for Levitsky. Levitsky chipped it into the corner. He's double teamed. Loose in the feet. Now Swader centers a pass, goes through. Foskett over for Massimino. Massimino shot just wide. Loose on the far side. Picked up by the Flyers into the corner. Flyers will send it length to the ice. Or the icing whistle. 4:50 left in the third, 2-1. Potter, Brink, and Rowland up top. Massimino and Foskett on defense. Tied up in the feet. Potter with possession, sends a backhand to the wall. Around for Rowland. Puck rolls to the wall. Rowland at the half wall. Gets it to Potter behind the net. Potter tried to get it back to Rowland. Played by the Flyers. Rowland holds it up. After it, Potter. Potter on the back wall. Potter off the wall for Rowland. Rowland tried to center it. Played back to the back wall. Brink ties it up at the wall. Rowland in to help. In the feet. 2-on-2. Comes loose. Flyers move it to the far corner. Now up the wall on the break. Connect to the pass on the breakout. Saved by Schlegel. And the goal's waved off. Looks like the goal came off its position. And so the ref blew the whistle. Just under 4 minutes left. Crunch time here. Johnston, Mitchell, Petty up top. Bedford on defense with Walker. Pass through the middle off the skate of Petty. Feeds it to Johnston. Johnston in the zone. Johnston with a shot. Saved by the goaltender. Bouncing puck. Gloved by the goaltender for the whistle. Stay out of the box. It's the most important thing at this point, besides getting a goal. Johnston on the face-off. This line clicked earlier for our first goal. Face-off played back towards the MHA end. Plymouth dumps it in deep. Bedford collects, sends a pass immediately out for Petty. Petty tried to chip it to the middle, played back in by the Flyers, and that'll be covered for a whistle. Moore and Hohendorf come out on D. Hohendorf, back wall for Moore. Moore's pass to the middle looking for Petty. Bouncing puck, he's got it. Petty gets around one, moves it over for Mitchell. Mitchell from the near wall. Absorbs a hit. Johnston moves it back to Moore. Moore down low. Shot blocked. Mitchell after it with Johnston. Johnston comes out with it. Johnston from the end line shoots! Oh, and a save by the goaltender. Nice opportunity. Mitchell. Shot deflected, loose. And played ahead, taken away by MHA. This is Petty, brings it back in on side. Petty top of the zone. Uses the wall. Flyers with it. They go around the wall near side. Hohendorf will be there. Sends it back behind the net, and we'll get a whistle. .2:31 left in the third. A shot in by Levitsky, saved. Another shot from the point, knocked down before it reached the goaltender. Hannibal at the wall, behind the net. Now up the wall with it. Swader. In to help Levitsky. Now Hannibal behind the net. Takes a hit, and the Flyers take it away. Pass through the legs and deep. Foskett gives chase. Good positioning there by Foskett. Massimino takes the puck. Good edges. Sends it up the wall near side. Pass cross ice for Swader. Connects. Swader. He goes down, and a whistle. MHA cleared the goal there. They were going to go for the extra skater with 1:43 left. So an empty net on the MHA end. Potter, Brink, Rowland. Out comes Petty, Walker, and Bedford. Face-off tied up, both men go down, trying to find the puck. Comes out for Bedford. Bedford puts a shot in on that save, trying to find the rebound, and that's cleared by the Flyers. Rowland, nice move, separates himself. Rowland sends it near side. Bedford, pass to Potter. Potter, pass in the middle, nice. Oh, and a whistle for offsides. Johnston, Mitchell, Hannibal, Swader, Moore, and Hohendorf. Puck sent far side. Hohendorf gives chase. Passes it. Played by the Flyers. Moore in his own zone. Turns. Moore gets it to Hohendorf. Hohendorf in the middle for Johnston. Knocked down, but Hohendorf picks up the loose puck. Across the red line, blue line. Hohendorf had it pulled away, but Johnston advances it. Now the Flyers send it long range. And that'll go just wide for the icing call. 48 seconds. 49 seconds left. Johnston, Petty, Swader, Hannibal, Mitchell, and Hohendorf. Played to the back of the net, Petty after it, broken stick by Hannibal. Shot Johnson off a skate, point blank, and Plymouth able to clear it. On the ice comes Levitsky. Levitsky's got it into the wall, off a skate, played by Swader. 30 seconds left. Swader off the wall from Mitchell. Mitchell gets it to Petty. Petty tied up and cleared by the Flyers. Levitsky, cross ice pass for Hohendorf. Hohendorf gets it back to Levitsky. Levitsky drives it in far side, 15 seconds. Loose behind the net, Flyers after it. Levitsky. Big pile up behind the net, trying to free it up. 6 seconds. And they're going to tie this puck up. Comes loose with 1 second, and that's going to do it. So the Flyers come away with a victory tonight, 2-1 your score. We'll be back live on the Pass Shoot Score Network Friday in Columbus, Ohio. Game 1 of the Columbus tournament. Three round-robin games, 2 on Friday, 1 on Saturday morning, and then some finals start Saturday night. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your Monday night.